like a message where I'm just like, "Oh, I love you, Corey. I hope you get a good night's sleep, and hope we get to go to the podcast."
And that
Yeah.
and that was the moment episode 55 of the BS Bros podcast started. Hello.
No, damn.
Hello, my name is Kirby. I'm joined alongside my co-hosts Tyrell and Punky in a three-man episode, which is a little bit suspicious. Might be wondering what the hell is going on and why there's only 3 of the 8 members present. Well, Valentine's Day was yesterday, and so usually we record on Fridays, and it got pushed over to Saturday, and a lot of people couldn't make it, so that's why we're here. That's why we're recording on a Saturday. Boyos, what's up?
Playing Helldivers.
Hell yeah, is it any good?
Nah, it's not too shabby.
About
We're
as-
winning.
No, that's cool.
He's all mid.
Is the has the creek fallen, or is it still
How's the what?
Malevolent Creek?
Mm.
Oh, I don't know what's going on in that game anymore. All I know is a couple months ago, everyone was battling from Malevolent Creek, something like that.
Right.
I couldn't remember what happened to it. So I was like, man, I'm very curious because I guarantee you that fan base dropped off shortly after the viralicity of the whole thing. But I don't know if like anyone actually I don't know how much of the fan base actually stuck with it, but I know a lot of people dropped off after the viral TikToks of everyone needing to be at Mevalon. I think it was Mevalon. I don't know. Anywho, we're about an hour. We're about a half an hour after time because I've been cleaning my house all fucking day, and I needed to make me some food. And now I have a baby in my hands, and my food is sitting in front of me. And boy, oh boy, do I just want to take a smacking bite of these delicious burgers in front of me, but I can't because I have this baby in my hand. So,
A burger from? Did you home make these burgers, or did you get them?
I made it from home. So
Ooh,
I was cooking them on my skillet. So.
Nice.
Anything new going on, boys? Anything happened this week that feels worthy being discussed?
Fuck.
We don't really have the issue of talking over each other because there's only 3 of us. So the floor can be yours as much as you want it to be. Tyrell.
Well, I'm on a fight card for the new fight that's coming up soon. So.
Fight night with Tyrell.
Yeah, literally the fight night. Yep, March 1st, Tucson, Arizona.
Ooh, are you gonna be able to watch Elimination Chamber?
Maybe after the event, but yeah.
I'll spoil it for you. Don't worry.
I'll have my own Elimination Chamber with a night armor. I get to actually pick a song. Well, if I want to be flashy, I could pick a song to walk out to, and I'm pretty sure I will.
What are you gonna pick?
I'm still trying to. I'm like literally trying to like figure out like a walkout with armor on because armor's big and bulky. So I'm like, oh man, and like even Poe was like, you should do Jey Uso and like try to get the crowd hyped. And I was like, oh my god, that'd be cool. But that's the problem though. Like I don't know if the crowd would get into it.
Yeah. Some theme songs really require the hype of the crowd in order for you to like use them. So
I'm hoping to come back to this event because this is the Tucson team's first like thing that they're doing with this, which is pro fights. So in Armored Combat terms, basically pro fights are just MMA, like us wearing our night armor, and it's all MMA style. So I can ground and pound for 10 seconds on the floor. I can just beat up my opponent for 2 minutes. After the 2-minute round, we get back to our corners, go at it again after our 30-second break, and basically that's what it is. My team's coming down because apparently we're gonna have like in between fights in between like the card. So I think I'm in the light heavyweight category, and I'm the first fight of the night.
Cool. Hell yeah.
So I gotta bring the hype to this event.
Did you ever? Oh boy, Punky's got some green lines. Oh, there he is. That was weird. Do you ever think of going out to Edge's theme song?
I was thinking about it.
I wonder because
I was
Jay.
also thinking.
I know you said
I was
Jay.
also gonna do like John Cena's too, because it's just
That'd be
heard.
good. Yeah, that'd be good. I wonder. I was gonna say because Jay Uso's theme might be like too relevant for people to know right now. But if you did like Edge or
Yeah.
John Cena, I feel like some people.
I was thinking more like, since my nickname is the Edge Lord, I was gonna think about like more edgy type like wrestling theme songs or just bands that I know.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of TikToks right now of people like listening to Edge's theme song or something, and suddenly like they
Yeah.
turn into the rated R superstar, and they just want to super kick their kid's title to get his title belt for Christmas. Or hit him with the spear.
Get the money in the bank for the title.
Yeah. So that would be kind of fun. Did you guys get any cool?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I mentioned at the top of the show Valentine's Day was yesterday. Did you guys do anything fun for Valentine's Day?
I worked.
Ooh,
I worked.
how was that, Punky?
Everybody and their mother knows I hate my job. So
Yeah, did you? I was gonna say we had a whole conversation a couple weeks ago, and if you don't want this on there, don't like let me know. But I know there was reports that you were getting reported by your coworkers, or how's that going?
I don't fucking know.
No, nothing's happened from that, huh? Okay,
No, and I doubt anything will.
fair enough. Did you do anything with your lady when you got off?
Nope.
Nope, just hung out at home.
Yep.
Do anything special today?
Nope.
Fair enough. You guys didn't do gifts or anything for each other?
Nope.
Huh. Okay. Tyrell?
Do you believe in Valentine's Day? That's the
Nope.
other question I'm gonna ask.
Fair enough and understandable. I understand. That's good. Oh, hello. You're just dogging me down, huh? Tyrell, what'd you do for Valentine's Day? Did you get anything?
So, there's no secret. I mean, well, it's no secret amongst my friends, but
Yeah,
you guys have heard me in the past. I don't believe in Valentine's Day. I've always hated it. I've said in the group chat so many times, forget this holiday, blah, blah, blah. And it blew over my mind that I'm with someone that tries to convince me that this holiday means something. And I did get her, like, chocolate, book, a card, and yeah, but like the basically the lead up to the day of Valentine's Day, she kept on asking, "When are you gonna ask me to be your Valentine?" And I was like, "I don't really care about this holiday." But then, you know, emotions became a thing and arguments became a thing, and I was like, I'm sorry, every Valentine's Day, like, I was never with someone. It was always just me making fun of other couples at like a restaurant. Like, I'll go eat at Texas Roadhouse by myself and I'll be like, what a bunch of losers, you gotta pay for two and I get to pay for one.
Yeah, I remember you would be like really cringy about it all. You're like, love.
I would be like the really like
I can't even say the ill word, and I'm like, dude, it's not that deep. Like,
the L word is a forbidden word.
and now here you are finding yourself in a loving relationship. Wow, what are the fucking odds? Who would have guessed?
I know, but I did make it up, so I got her gifts, and
I got a fucking bone to pick with you, actually, motherfucker. In what world is the Gatorade color that you saw on TV on Sunday last week green?
when you separate, liquid from each other,
No,
it
fuck
stretches
off,
like
no.
goo. So it was green. It could have been green before they dumped it.
No,
The ice probably diluted the color,
brother.
kind of like.
Brother, I'm no Gatorade scientist, but that was lemon lime Gatorade if I've ever seen a color.
Lime is a color of green.
I want you to know it was closer to Punky's color of white than it was to your color of green.
At least I'm not freaking colorblind like J Ray. It's orange.
No, he was fucking with you because he kept saying, it's green. He's like, no, it's orange. And he was messaging me on the side. He goes, I love revving Tyrell up.
Also, I didn't realize this. Even though Armored Combat is sponsored by these guys, I didn't realize that Liquid Death came out with soda now.
Oh, yeah.
Because I found this at Target the other day. Dr. Death.
Yep.
And it literally tastes like a Dr. Pepper Zero. So
I was
I
gonna
was just
say
like, wow.
they're going into like a really weird dimension of flavors where they're like flavoring their waters and stuff. I don't know how good
Yeah.
those are, but like I know I've seen a lot more liquid death cans on the shelf than just the two that there originally was.
So I did order one, and it hasn't came in yet because I want all of us to try it. But I do want to try it on the podcast when it comes in. It's the most weirdest flavor they came out with. It's called the chocolate fudge ice cream liquid death, and it's the sparkling water flavor thing. So I'm like, I wonder if it tastes like chocolate, like watered down chocolate, or if you like left chocolate ice cream
Carbonated
out in the
chocolate
cup.
milk.
Yeah, like watered. Ew. The commercial, dude. The commercials for freaking Liquid Death are just out of pocket. I don't know if you've ever seen any of them, but
I can't say that
they're
I
the
have.
most they're the most hilarious commercials ever. Like the first time like Liquid Death ever came out, it's just like a kid's birthday party, and these kids are just slamming like the big cans of Liquid Death, and like one of the parents goes, "You can't be serving these to kids. They gotta be 21 and older to drink this." And like the mom's like, "No, it's fine. Wanna know why? It's just water." And like you just see these kids getting like hammered, and like how adults would get hammered, getting drunk. But imagine that with kids, and they're just doing that off of water.
Yeah, it's the placebo effect. They believe that it's like they would believe it's something similar to sugar or alcohol related, which I actually thought
Yeah.
was incredibly hilarious. I was my mom's birthday was on Sunday, so on Saturday last week we went over to celebrate because the Super Bowl is on Sunday, and she was like, "I don't want to share my birthday with the Super Bowl." Um, so we all went over on Saturday, and they were like, "Have you heard of this stuff called Liquid Death?" And they're like, "What is that? Like a new alcohol drink that's on the market or something?" They're like, "No, it's just water." And I was like, "Oh, I've heard of this. I know this." Tyrell turned me onto it, so I know what it's all about.
It's funny because like during our armored combat events we have like a because like they donated, I guess you can say they gave us whoever is hosting an event, they gave out like 12 of these canopies, and it has like the Liquid Death logo on it. So when we're not doing anything, we usually just sit at the table, and of course like people can come up to us, ask us questions, or take pictures. But it's funny when I give out drinks because you see me in war paint, you see me all beat up, and I'm just like, hey kid, hey kid, like take this. And it's just like the mom or like they'll freak out. They're like, what are you giving my kid? And it's like, I was like, no, it's just water. Like look at the canopy, it literally says sparkling water.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I went to Smith's the other day, and my wife was like, "I want to get some more Dr. Peppers because now that she's not pregnant with another baby, she wants to drink Dr. Pepper again because for some reason pregnancy affected her cherry smell and taste, so she couldn't taste she couldn't taste the cherry in the Dr. Pepper, and it was ruining it for her. So now that she's not pregnant, we went and got her some more. Well, Smith's has a deal where buy two get three free, so you get 5 packs of soda for the price of two. And I noticed there were some new flavors on the shelf, so I got some. One that I don't know if that one that I got that I didn't know if it was new or if it's just on the shelf and it's like a seasonal thing. It's called Tropical 7 Up. I don't know. I think it's been there before, but I don't know for sure. I can't remember. I think I might have gotten it in the
It
past.
sounds good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's very it's got like a tart taste to it, so it's really like but it's got like tropical flavors, like pineapple and stuff like that. So it's really nice.
Oh,
Um,
so kind of just
other,
like if you mix like Sprite with fruit punch.
yeah, in a way, but more Sprite than fruit punch. Still has to have
Oh, okay.
that 7 Up kick to it. Um, the second one I got was Dr Pepper Blackberry.
Ooh, that's the
Yeah,
one I've been trying to find.
yeah, dude, it's at Smith's. It hit the shelves. I've heard a bunch of things about it for like almost a year and a half now, and then I found it hitting the shelves, and I was like, all right, I got to get me a case. And I like it. Maddie doesn't like it, but I think the thing is like I like different types of soda. When you've had the same soda for so long or for so many years, you're like, okay, give me something different, but something that still tastes good. And
Yeah.
so I think Dr. Pepper Blackberry was the one to go. And then we were walking away after we had those cases put in our thing, and then I found Pepsi Wild Cherries and Cream. So so Wild Cherries and Cream Pepsi was the next one I got. So I had all 3 flavors. I think they're all really good. That one made me really excited though because it's red, white, and blue. And anybody that knows anything about me is I like red, white, and blue. I'm a very patriotic person. Love our troops. Love everyone that's ever served, including Punky. And Bob, who still is serving currently.
Not J. Ray, that bitch.
Motherfucker sat there eating ramen the whole time in a firehouse. That's not a real job. So yeah, I made Maddie buy 5 more cases because it's a limit 10. So now we have 5 cases of soda each. So I'm very slowly going through mine, but I also got Barks Root Beer and regular Dr. Pepper because you always got to keep it. You got to keep it original, and Barks Root Beer just slaps. So,
I make my own.
You had SodaStream?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Very worth it.
Yeah,
I don't know how good you can see my bubbles.
Is that actually flavored or is that just like sparkling water?
This one's just sparkling water.
Okay, I was gonna say I couldn't tell what kind of.
I don't know how you could do that. That's disgusting.
You would thrive in like the European. Oh, you were in a European country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
What's funny is like I'll drink Liquid Death, but I will never drink like the flat like sparkling water one. The one that has no flavor.
That's pretty cool because you can mix like any drink mix with it. So whether it's powdered or one that we tried is Mio. Put Mio in it.
Ooh.
I know when I first was dating Maddie, I know her family had one, and then I think they sold it because they stopped using it.
We use the fuck out of ours.
I definitely want to get into it at some point. So SodaStream, not sponsored, but could be if you wanted to. We'll definitely promote the shit out of your stuff. So
we all get one each.
I use it every day. So
yeah,
Punky gets like another one.
The canisters last like 2 months.
Yeah, and the
I heard the
CO2 canisters you can get.
Okay.
Between 2 of us, it's lasted like 2 or 3 months.
Dang, and you're using it pretty averagely, or?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely gonna look into getting one then. Or unless you
each
want to
canister
give us
costs
one.
like each canister costs like $25-$30.
Let me make myself clear. If any brand out there is watching this for some reason, I will sell my soul for whatever product you are selling. As long as it's morally agreeable, I guess. And that's not the right word. As long as I agree with it morally, I will sell your product. On my podcast.
I know Tony Hawk sold his soul to this company. So did everyone in their commercials. I'm down to sell my soul for Liquid Death.
I drink a lot of Liquid Death too.
Logan Paul, I'll sell your shit, man. I will.
But Prime.
JJ, KSI, I know you watch our podcast. Regular listener, I know. Anyway.
Who else can we call out?
No, dude, I'm actually really upset. Mustard is starting to pop off the shelves now because of Kendrick Lamar's song TV Off. And it's the worst time for it to be popping off because now they won't look at us, and I'm very upset about it. So
Turn the TV off.
I'm just hoping they look into sponsoring a up and coming podcast, and they look at us specifically, and they're like, that guy loves his mustard. So,
dude. Oh man, what do you think about the Supertime halftime show?
You know what, dude? I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was the best, but I feel like a lot of people are like, this is the worst halftime show I've ever seen in my life. And I'll be honest, there's been worse. I think the Weeknd's one was a lot worse with the guy going into the glass maze and shit, and he's like lost as fuck. And I'm like, dude, no, that was worse. The camera's ability there was just not as great. I will say, ever since then, I have saved a GIF of Kendrick looking at the camera and saying "Say Drake" with a smile, because I don't know when I'm going to use that in the chat, but it'll come at some point in our group. So just be on the lookout for that.
I just thought of like the whole like thing was, I knew it was targeted and I knew what he was trying to do. He was trying to send a message, but like I just thought it was funny when it got to the part where he called out Drake, and I was like, everyone knows the lyrics to his song, and when they went off, I was like, oh my god, they did it. They did it for him. He didn't say anything. So if Drake tries suing him for the song, he can't really say anything because the crowd did most of the work.
Yeah. So, the thing that bothers me about it is a lot of people were like, "This is the worst halftime show I've ever seen in my life." What you need to understand is the NFL is starting to pander towards a younger audience because it's trying to grow in like a youth target because they see more people are starting to watch because specifically Taylor Swift brought in a lot of younger fans a couple years ago when she started dating Travis Kelce. And now, you can get mad at Taylor Swift all you want. She doesn't affect the Chiefs in any way, shape, or form. She also doesn't get to pick when she gets to show up on TV and stuff like that. But she is bringing in a younger audience, and the NFL is now seeing that, and they're like, we need to pander towards that younger audience. So what's going to bring more people on? Kendrick Lamar, because he's popping off right now. They picked the right guy at the right time.
But
to come
here's the other
there's
thing.
nobody else that has that much heat and that much popularity that was going to do a halftime show that was going to be talked about like Kendrick Lamar.
Good. But here's the other thing though, with the Super Bowl halftime show, Super Time. Oh my god,
The Super Time Half Bowl show.
Super Time Half Bowl.
Problem with the Super Bowl halftime show is these artists that get put on there sacrifice like literally so much money just to be on the halftime show because they're not even getting paid to be on the halftime show. They're sacrificing their money to be on the halftime show.
Here's what you need to understand. Okay, they're not getting paid. I believe they're not getting paid directly from the NFL. I could be wrong by that, but from my understanding, they're not getting paid directly. But the money they make from sales after people are like, "Damn, that was a good song. I'll buy that album." They're getting paid and being seen. It'd be like if someone was to shout out our podcast on like Impulsive, the Logan Paul podcast, or Joe Rogan's podcast. Like suddenly our views would go up like exponentially because right now no one's really seeing us, and the only way we were getting our word out in the first place was either by getting spotted on like recommended from Spotify or YouTube, which I think YouTube was helping us out a lot more than Spotify was, or from TikTok. And ever since you lost CapCut, we were literally on the ground dying there because I tried to take over for a minute, and the one I uploaded, the sound got removed. So, and it was like 3 minutes long, which sucked because it was the
Thinking about CapCut, I got it back.
I know. As soon as you said you got it back, I was like, is TikTok back in the App Store? And sure enough, it was. So if you were selling your iPhone or Samsung device with TikTok on it for thousands of bucks, it's now worthless as shit. So hope you sold it while you could. So hopefully we can get you back on the making of clips because it's.
By the way, I do have a clip for tomorrow's episode, which would be last week's episode if you're listening to this podcast now.
Yeah, so shout out to TikTok. You can check us out at BS Bros Pod. Follow us there for any updates and stuff. Tyrell now has CapCut again, so we will be using that to promote the podcast and get the word out, which means hopefully we can start growing again. Because for a while there, we stopped. Like, nothing was happening.
Yeah, and I kind of have to go through some hoops to agree with some of the songs I use, but I try to not make them as loud as possible. I try to make our voices louder than the background. Because when I do our clips, I use the Wii Shop sound. And the last one I uploaded before the last one, it removed the sound, but then I appealed saying I've used this sound before, and you can't even hear it because you're mostly hearing the podcast. And it brought back the sound. So now we have 2 TikToks with the same video.
We might have to in the future switch to, well, I would say sooner rather than later, switch to like a non-copyrighted sound so that's what
I've been trying to improvise to, because I know YouTube has a kind of like a folder where you can use non-copyrighted sounds. So I'm gonna look through that. But I try to not make our promotions not that long. I try to make them at least a minute.
Tyrell, is there a way for you to share those TikToks with me before you upload them, or do you just upload them straight from CapCut to TikTok? Because like if you could,
I usually edit them beforehand, and I have them like ready before I put them out on Sunday, so I can actually send you those if I could send you the one I just made after the podcast.
Because my thought process is if we can get the TikTok, first of all, we get it uploaded to TikTok and we can upload it as a YouTube short, then we can start growing our audience in YouTube shorts. Because we can also succeed in getting monetization from YouTube if our shorts start popping off. So,
okay.
So if we could get that going too. I tried to save the TikToks and use them over there, but for some reason there's an issue, so I don't know what that's about. But Joe's, are you in an elevator?
I was in an elevator, yes.
Well, where are you going?
And I'm going to my vehicle.
What vehicle?
To my vehicle?
Where are you?
I'm out of town on my vacation.
Yeah, where you at?
Las Cruces.
What are you doing down there? Visiting family? Or...
Came and watched the basketball game.
Oh, how was it?
It was good. They won.
Cool.
I actually kind of stomped.
Who'd they play?
I already forgot.
Damn.
That's how good the game was. He forgot the opposing team. Well, New Mexico State stomped the other team. He forgot.
Stomped him out of existence.
Josiah. Josiah's our sports guy now.
FIU? Who the hell is that?
Texas A&M.
What?
Oh, wait, that's not right.
No,
What the frick?
they played FIU, dude. FIU. A team that's 8-18.
That's tough.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't remember where they're from, though.
Probably Florida.
Yeah.
I keep clicking on it, but all it just tells me is their name is FIU. What the
Yeah,
hell?
that's all I see.
What the hell does FIU stand for?
See, I don't like basketball, but
Are you sure it's not an L? I was gonna say it's at Fort Lewis.
Florida International University.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
See, I don't like basketball, but it's way better when you're watching at least college.
That's why
maybe that's what I need.
No, dude, that's what I'm trying to say. March Madness is my favorite time of year. I'm not a basketball guy by any means, but for some fucking reason, watching March Madness college basketball is like my fucking shit, dude. I love it.
I like watching Res Ball.
That's why I'm saying, like, anyone who wants to participate in the March Madness bracket this year, bro, let's fucking do it. Let's have a little show we make where we discuss our picks.
If I do, that would be like my seventh piece of paper I need to keep track of.
Plus,
you don't have to have it on paper. You just put it on the.
Yeah, dude, they have an app. You can download the March Madness app and put your bracket in there, and it will keep track of the games as they go for you.
My family's old school. We do have paper.
Oh, well, I'll give you the app, and we can make a group and do it there. I also like to make a show on the side where the people that don't want to participate don't have to be there, but people like us can go and say why we made this pick, and like nothing too big, but like we could go through our picks individually and be like, this is why I picked this upset here, and so on and so forth, and we do it like every round, and it could be like a little short series we do or something. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Daddy got a dash cam.
Cool. Can't wait for someone to commit fraud.
It was only $20, bro.
So where are you going now? Home?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm about to go back up to my hotel.
Why were you going to your car?
Because I was coming to put stuff out here.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, look at how this jackass parked.
Damn.
Exposing someone on our podcast is hilarious.
Fucking entitled.
Get their license plate, bro. Blast them on the podcast. No, that's a joke. Please don't do that, Joe. Joe, that was a fucking joke. Please don't do it. Joe's now.
Today on this segment, jackasses who park like jackasses.
I zoomed in on my shit, so you can't see it. It's too small. It's too small. It's too small. Move. Can't see it.
RZJ154.
I hate you so much. If that's your license plate, your vehicle is parked illegally. You need
Daddy's got a new vehicle too.
Does your front license plate say gay?
That's what I thought.
Wait a second.
It says God is greater than the highs and lows.
From the distance, it just looks like it says gay.
I didn't get to see the full thing, bro. So all I saw was the G and the A, and then I was like, I couldn't tell if that was a V or a Y. But
The A and V were so reflective, it just made it look weird.
Oh shit, that was funny.
I got like flags all over it.
That's cool.
How's the messed up flag?
You know, I support the blue.
Oh yeah.
And then I just got a chill guy right here.
So stupid.
I love it.
Tyrell, in the future, I want you to just actually, it should be sooner rather than later while it's still kind of a thing. I want you to take that clip of the picture of Joseph's thing when the episode releases and just put the chill guy music in the background. I thought you said you were going up to your hotel room. It looks like you're getting in the car.
Yeah, I was chilling.
Just a chill guy.
Oh, just a chill guy.
Yo, I'm actually really excited for this episode to come out because this one that's coming out has the new intro where I like rattled off some random shit that was going to happen in the podcast episode and then said all this and more on the BS Bros podcast, and then it cuts to the intro and then we come back out and then J Ray, I can't remember what J Ray says, but he says some stupid shit.
I was really hoping to come in here and see J Ray so I can talk mad shit to him for spending $4,000 on a car that doesn't even run.
Yeah, Lord knows I
was hoping the same thing.
Lord knows half our group has terrible financial decisions being made. But Evidence podcast.
Like, dude spent $4,000 on that, and then he's like, I still got about $5,000 to put into it too. Like, dude.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That man's gonna live in his mom's basement the rest of his life.
Uh-huh.
Mom.
Damn. So how long are you gonna be in this episode? Because we were gonna get into our talking shit part, and
Talk shit for a second. I'm trying to find a dumpster.
yeah, but we're trying to talk shit about you.
We're in Las Cruces. Everywhere's a dumpster.
Then talk shit, coward. Don't say it behind my back.
Nah,
Pussy.
I'm gonna do what I always do, and we'll hope you watch the episode so you can see what shit I'm talking about you.
Yeah,
that'll give us one extra view.
I said I'm trying to push the views.
We need the views, man.
I'm playing the game. Game's the game.
Little do you know, I put on every single episode just so we have that view.
Good. So if I look up, I'm gonna see single male. No, I'm kidding.
Single males that watch the podcast.
Are you at a Comfort Inn?
What Comfort Suites? Yeah.
Quick, someone look up Comfort Suites in Las Cruces and give me a address.
New sponsor.
It's University Drive.
We need a new sponsor.
I think there's only two in all of Las Cruces.
Comfort Suites, not a sponsor, but you could be.
But you could
be.
I'm trying to sell out. I'm trying to sell us out, boys. Joe's your Valentine's Day. What'd you do? Did you do anything fun?
I drove to Las Cruces.
That's it? You didn't do anything when you got there? Or?
No, we got here at like 11:30 last night.
Did you guys
probably even midnight?
Did you guys do anything special today then? Or Thursday?
Nope, we're just chilling.
Did you guys get each other gifts for Valentine's Day? Nothing?
I got her some flowers, and I found what are those called? The Ferrero Rocheros, whatever.
Ferrero
Rocher.
Yeah. Bree loves those things, but they're not gluten-free, so I found gluten-free ones and bought them for her.
Nice.
That's it.
Did she get you anything?
Nah, dog. She don't love me.
All right, fair enough.
She don't love me.
We don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I know. I've currently learned that out of everyone in here, everyone's a fucking lame-ass motherfucker.
I don't want to hear it. Last year on Valentine's, we recorded, or we played games. One of the two, because I remember thinking that.
No, it was on Thursday. We record on Fridays. Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we were playing games or something. We all did something together.
What do you? Valentine's Day was on a Thursday last year.
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day because this is when my grandpa died. The only grandparent I've liked, so I don't.
Damn, that's crazy. I lost a family friend yesterday too, bro.
Yesterday?
Yeah, a close family friend passed away yesterday because yesterday was Valentine's Day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he passed away yesterday morning. So
it wasn't because of a tumor, right?
No, he.
Okay.
I actually don't know.
Cool. We didn't have the same person.
He signed it. He signed a DNR and.
Wait, what?
A DNR.
Yeah, signed a DNR.
Do not resuscitate.
And I think he slipped into like a heart attack or a coma or something. Not a coma, but
okay.
Like cardiac arrest. So.
Okay. I had someone die to a brain tumor. Huh. That was cool, I guess.
When was that? Yesterday?
I can't remember. I think it was. Oh, actually, I think it was Wednesday.
My heart died yesterday.
Why?
Your what?
No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to be included on the death scene on Valentine's Day. Oh, he left. Oh, he's back.
Some bitch.
Damn, look at that skill. Look at that dad skill.
This is what Maddie got me. Come on, little John Cena.
Nice.
Since, he's not going to be in the WWE anymore. He's on his retirement tour. She's getting me anything John Cena related. That's why I have my hat and my towel. Should have seen me at the Royal Rumble while I was watching Tyrell. I was all dressed up as Cena. I was like, let's fucking go.
I'm getting Poe into it. So she got mad at me the other day. She was like, what did you do to me? Now I want to know what storylines are going on.
Listen, you need to
I
understand.
want to know. And I was like, I'm sorry. I know I'm a terrible boyfriend, but
I want to host a WrestleMania party, but you're the only person I could possibly invite because no one else would give a shit enough to want to come.
I'd be down. I think Poe would be down to come over too.
That's nice to know. At least I have two people.
You're piece of shit.
I got my lips done for Valentine's.
Is that the Liquid Death box?
Yeah, this is the artwork for the Dr. Pepper one. But all the other soda ones get cool pictures, and the freaking Dr. Death gets that one. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh, jeez.
I got a new tattoo too. It's itchy.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, how's that about?
I know on the camera it's upside down. It's not supposed to be this way. Because when you walk with God, you gotta walk with him this way.
Okay. My key's not working again for 313. 313.
Whoever's watching the live podcast, they gave a room number.
He's doxing himself.
He's on 313.
Whoever's in Las Cruces.
If you're trying to swat someone, you swat 313. He didn't deafen, by the way. I hope the lady behind the counter is hearing our conversation right now. This could be like Texas Roadhouse. Quick, someone.
Hey, we could be giving them business. Hey, come for
No,
sweet.
he's not
Joe's very quickly. Ask the lady if she wants a sponsor. Wants to sponsor the podcast?
No.
Come on, we can go on trips together. We can have a live podcast in a room.
Imagine our ability to go anywhere if we had a hotel sponsor that we could go and stay at anytime we wanted to. For free. So go ask.
Too bad we couldn't because Corey wouldn't come with us.
No, bitch. Just say, listen, I'm a representative of the BS Bros podcast. Just wanted to see if you guys are looking for anyone to sponsor.
No. Don't even say representative. You're a higher tier than that. Say, hey, I'm one of the co-hosts.
No. She's not gonna buy that. Say you are the host, and then she'll watch the episode and realize you're not the host.
She watches the episode where
welcome to the Joe Show.
the joke. I can't even say that. He made up his own joke. Now I can't even do that. The only thing I got is a Kirby show.
Tyrell, the clip I tried to pull to make a TikTok out of a couple weeks ago was us on the podcast when you were in Texas Roadhouse. The Cum Saga, and it literally.
I'm going back to my room.
All right, wait. You don't want us to stay on there with you?
No, because I have a room full of people here.
Who's here? I want to
Uh,
know. Special guests on the BS Bros podcast, episode 45.
I have Bree,
Hi, Ray.
mother,
Hi.
baby,
Hi.
dad,
Who is that?
Ladina, Jocelyn,
Oh, that's a podcast.
Logan.
You guys going to Red Lobster while you're down there?
And Kristen, come on.
You're making
No.
Special
No.
guest of the BS Bros podcast, the Brooks family.
You want to see my kid, Joes?
Bree, you want to see Corey's kid? His new kid? 2.0?
Hello, Pizza Maya.
She's not very happy right now. She's kind of hungry. Might have to go take her to her mom.
I know that feeling. All right. Well, you guys have a good night. Love
All right, you
Bye.
too. See you at Red Lobster. He's never buying me Red Lobster again. Fuck that guy. He made me feel like such a piece of shit for going to Red Lobster getting fish. Listen, man, I'm just not a crab and shrimp guy, but I am a fish guy. So I fucking love the fact that I went there and got fish. I did not like the fact that I got dogged on by Joe's for not getting anything else.
It's a seafood restaurant, though. But
But what sucks is like I got seafood, I got fish. Like what? That's what I wanted, bro. That's what I wanted. That's what I got. They said get what you want. That's what I wanted. Then they're like, you're not cheaping out on us, are you? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, if someone's buying me food, I'm gonna push the limits on that food. I'm not gonna go above and beyond. But I'm not gonna be like, give me 6 pounds of crab, because I don't like crab. So, not my thing.
I'm a bottom feeder, so I kind of like a good shrimp. That sounded so gay.
Yeah, gay or not gay. Tyrell likes shrimp.
Jot this clip down. Jot this down for a future clip from the podcast.
I got to now.
I
Oh
like
my
me a
God.
good shrimp.
Dude, I've been watching too many like rock bands where they're like, this is Gaytalica, and it's freaking the lead singer and the drummer where they're like bromancing. I'm like, I need to find clips of that with anyone, especially the one when we did the questions with Punky as our answer. Like, who would you be in a porn with or whatever? Where everyone was like, oh, Punky, and I was just start clipping those and just it's just funny.
Oh, jeez.
I'm so glad I have Capcom back though. I have so many clips I can finally fucking mess with.
Joe's better hope he don't miss more episodes, because every time he misses an episode, I'm gonna remind him he owes me $600. And watching this man go out and buy new fucking cars and shit, and he still owes his friends $600. I'm still waiting, buddy. I'm waiting to get paid.
I owe you.
About to have to start being Stewie from Family Guy. Where's my money, man?
Where's my money, man?
Where's my money at?
Where's my money?
I hate when you talking me out, man. I saw the episode where he I forgot who he kills, but freaking Brian goes, dude, you just shot him. You haven't done that in a long time. And freaking Stewie goes, yeah, I know. It's been a couple seasons since I've been evil. He's all, I need to get back into it, but he's all, but look at the new nails I got. And I was just like, this kind of just shows you how he went from a violent baby to a gay baby.
Oh boy.
Oh, I mean feminine baby. Sorry, I forgot.
Who cares at this
Gay
point?
baby is kind of funny.
At this point, I'm kind of welcoming the negative attention, because at least then we'll be talked about in some way. But
on today's news at KOB4, a podcast on the Farmington server uses the offensive word gay.
Like Farmington, New Mexico has been ransacked by people who are coming in riots to take down these 8 podcasters. Story at 11.
And the only person that said gay was the guy the emo guy in the group. You just see me on the news. Yeah, I don't really care what I say. I just say what's on the top of my mind. Thought it was really gay.
You know who I miss more than anything? Josh.
the ghost.
Yeah, bro. He's gonna start taking over Bob's spot as non-active podcast member, the longest non-active. Although Isaiah might, dude. Where the hell has he been? Has anyone heard from him?
No.
Yeah, I mean, he was very active in our chat. He would say stuff all the time, talking about work and stuff, and then he stopped.
He just disappeared.
He disappeared, dude, and he hasn't been in like 3 episodes. He hasn't messaged in the group chat. Nothing.
No updates, no nothing.
Someone should really.
He died.
Someone should really check on him.
The last time we spoke to him, he was sick. That was the last time we ever spoke to him.
Well, that following day, him and I played games, and he said he was feeling infinitely better.
Weird. Maybe ooh.
Whatever the poo he's sniffing.
You don't think that's one of that sad times where like someone's really sick and they're very sick, and then suddenly they get the energy to like do stuff again, and they feel normal, and then they die the next day because it's all the energy they have left.
Oh my god!
I'm not kidding, dude. That's a very sad.
I know it's a serious thing.
And it's a very real thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why like nurses and stuff, when they see it happening, like get really sad because they know what happens next, and a lot of families are unaware. They just think their family member suddenly gets better, and then.
I heard a TikTok earlier saying like that's what like suicide is. Like it's never someone that's sad. It's always someone that's like that has like finally like found peace and happiness, but then they like realize like all the suffering that you went through, and now you found your peace and happiness. There's like nothing else to look forward to.
Yeah.
Like that's like another reason of like mental health like issues.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know, man. He worries me because like for a while he was always here, and then he stopped appearing, and now it feels like he's falling off the wagon, and I don't know what that's about. So
I'll message him after this.
I was gonna say we should probably check in with him, make sure he's doing
Actually,
all right, just to make sure he's alive.
Are we gaming after this, by the way?
Yeah, we can. I know it's just me and Punky, so if you want to play,
I'll just say Rocket League, just so I can just whatever.
Yeah, we could run some Rocket League for a little bit.
Because my COD did not decide to download anything.
Oh, that's fun. That's always fun.
Yeah, no, my Xbox for some damn reason now I have to like turn it on, then I have to turn it off, or I have to restart it just for my internet to work on the Xbox now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell wrong with that now. So I'm just like, what the fuck?
I told Punky because he messaged me earlier. He goes, "We gaming tonight?" And I go, "Yeah. What do you feel like playing?" He goes, "I don't know." And I go, "Yeah, I don't really. There's not really anything that speaks to me right now. That's like, let's go do that." So we were gonna go play Warzone, but we could switch to some Rocket League for a little bit and then go to Warzone later on.
Oh.
So we can just go from there. Not a biggie.
Yeah. Speaking about work.
Oh yeah. Did you quit?
A coworker of mine got punched in the face by another coworker.
Ooh, how was that?
I know I shouldn't be talking about this, but it's not like any of my coworkers watch any of our podcasts. But if you are one of my random coworkers that randomly just pop off on this, don't say anything until I quit. Then that's when you can start saying something. But apparently, we hired this guy who's like been to jail like I don't know how many times. Dude's on parole. He has anger management classes. He got out of jail like 7 months ago, and he picked a fight with one of our elderly dudes because the elderly dude was like this guy, the criminal. He has like the worst attitude, and you can hear it on the walkie. And literally, you could tell that he was getting like annoyed or whatever because he was talking to one of the managers like he was like, "Oh, like thank you for answering your walkie 10 minutes later. I needed this now." And we were like, "What the hell is this problem?" And he kept on doing that, and he said that also to the main manager at my store, saying like, "God, I'm trying to get you guys' attention on walkie, but you guys are just taking forever to goofing off or whatever." Then that's when one of the older people that work with us was like, "Hey, I'm not liking your attitude. Knock it off. Like, you're working. You shouldn't be doing that because we have customers around and they can hear us. Obviously, you can hear us on the walkie." So the criminal dude was like, "If you have a problem with it, do something about it." And he's like, "I will do something about it." But I didn't see any of this because I was in my department. The only reason why I knew something happened was because I was helping this customer with salt blocks, and all I hear in the back of me was, "No, I'm not coming back. It's already too late. The cops are coming." And he like took off. And he took off the back of the store where the garage door is. And he took off that way. And I was just like, what the hell's going on? Then my main manager started chasing after him. And then I got done helping out the lady. Then I just see the older dude just walk around the corner, red eye. There was like some like white like pus coming out of his like little like corner of his eye. His cheeks were red, and I was like, dude, this guy got a fucking shiner for sure. But from what the cashier said and what she's witnessed on the cameras, because she was the only one that could go to the office with the managers and look at the camera.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess after that argument they had, they went outside in front of the store, and the younger criminal dude threw the first punch, socked him. The older dude was trying to throw him back. He's trying to. I know. I saw the thumbs up too. But he threw a punch back, and younger dude dodged it and just literally shoved him into the concrete ground, and that's when he just took off. But yeah, apparently a fight broke out between coworkers, and I love chaos because I don't really like my job at the moment. I just love seeing the chaos happen. So I'm just like, I was like, oh man, my head manager is a bitch. You know, like now she has more stuff to stress out on.
Jeez.
I'm still hoping the day that she gets fired. And
Yeah.
finally, they finally see what we all see.
Oh, you got any
But
funny,
yeah,
any funny crazy work stories?
Not really.
No.
him getting reported by his coworkers.
Jeez. Well, I mean, I know we're kind of under an hour, but we pretty much made it, boys. We're like 8
Wow.
Somehow, some way, we managed to put together 3 of us to make a podcast. Somehow, some way. Actually, I know that I keep saying that like I'm surprised, but I knew realistically this was the group that could do it. The only other thing, the only other person I could imagine being here and substitute one of you guys with would have been Joe's, and he was already here anyway. But yeah, just having a conversation with the two of you is always really fun to have. I always feel like we get good insight, as well as some pretty funny stories. We have our year podcast coming up soon. This is 45. That means that we have, I think it's 6 more episodes. 6 episodes
Yep.
will be our.
6.
I can't believe that, dude. It feels like we just started this thing literally like 2-3 months ago, and now here we are, almost a full year later.
I still hope this takes off.
It will.
Didn't hear a word you fucking said, Tyrell.
Oh, I said I hope this takes off and I don't have to work anymore.
All I heard was the
Valid.
beginning part where you said, "I just hope this takes off," and then it stopped, and I was like, "Oh."
Oh, yeah, no. Because like, I love hanging out with you guys. I want to like, besides like, I think it was like 2 podcasts ago or 3 when Corey was talking about it. Like, what if we all had offices, and we can deck out our own like little offices.
Oh,
and
yeah.
have like our own little podcast room where all of us sit together and.
I was gonna say something I didn't really mention to the other guys because 2 of them live out of state. Maddie wants to put a queen sized mattress couch in here, so it's a really long couch. It'll go right behind me up against the wall where my hats are. And if that happens, I inevitably want to turn this room into a podcast room so that like we get together on Fridays or Saturdays and record an in-person podcast together. I don't know if that would be a weekly thing or like a once a month kind of a thing. just like a special podcast episode. I'd need a second camera, and I think either everyone would need to bring their own mics or something. We'd have to figure out the details behind it.
Yeah.
But I in looking back on episode 4, I think it was more fun to have the energy in the room. And I think it'd be really fun to have all of us in a podcast room together. But I also agree, Tyrell. I would like for this to take off some point, hopefully soon, so that we can start investing more into our future, whether that's investing more into our growth of the podcast, monetization, working on merch. Obviously, merch is a long way to look at, but I think merch at some point would be really fun to look into. Specifically getting a shirt that just says the Kirby Show on it. Or even getting us all shirts that just say BS Bros Podcast, and we can locally advertise by wearing our shirts out in public or something. That just gets people to check us out.
Stickers.
Stickers, yeah, just putting stickers on light posts and stuff like that in ways that aren't vandalism. And just obviously branching out and doing different things. Like there are so many plans I have in the future for like one-off series that include us doing things in real life, but that would also require us all to make enough money to where we can afford to all quit our jobs and be together to do that kind of stuff every day, rather than just doing it once a week. Because once a week is fun, but I want to make this my whole life. So however we go about doing that, I'm going to find a way, and I won't give up.
BS Bros Gaming Channel.
I won't give up until it gets done. That is actually something I do want to do at some point. I need to get it. I'd like to invest in an Elgato so I can hook up my PlayStation and stuff to it so we can stream gameplay. That we can then turn around and post like the next day or a couple days later. Maybe a midweek upload like on a Wednesday or something.
I know for sure I want to start vlogging, and I already told you guys that. Like, I want to start, like, if we do like a BS Bros like YouTube channel, which I mean we do have one, but like I want like my page to be linked, like I want to be like, because I kind of want to show like behind the scenes too, like oh, we just got done. I just got done recording with the boys at the BS Bros podcast. Subscribe to our channel, but then it goes into like what my life is, or like maybe
watch
like
me suck at Rocket League.
yeah. Or like, look, I got done recording the podcast and also got done getting trashed in Rocket League. So, good night. See you guys tomorrow or whatever, and just have like a podcast like that. And especially if we do get like a warehouse or like an office area where we like work together, like I think it would be fun to like film like behind the scenes stuff, like here's a little bit of bits and pieces of what the next podcast is going to look like or what the next video is going to look like, and just go from there.
Yeah, there's a lot of plans in the future pipeline that exist that a lot of things have to go right before we can start pushing those kinds of things out. But it's definitely something to look forward to. So with 1 year pretty much down the pipe at this point, already done and complete, it's really nice to get to look back on some of the things we've done, some of the things we need to change going into the future, and things that we want to strive for the next year. So my homework I'm going to leave to you two, and hopefully the other, how many of us are there? Five more? The other 5 will listen. Otherwise, I'll put this in the group chat for them to understand. Come episode 51, I would like the podcast episode to be memories of the podcast period and what their hopes are for the podcast over the next year. What goals are we going to set as a group to strive to hit, and how are we going to hit them? Because now
I want Steve Stucker to be on our podcast.
Okay. I think I was more. I think I was more like under like TikTok. How many followers do we want to get there? So like subscribers on YouTube or like subscribers on Spotify and stuff like that.
I just went for the fence, like.
Maybe pushing each other for a higher attendance record. Like I know most people are up above 75%, but there's a couple people that are by 60. So yeah, I mean, granted, everyone right now I think needs to hit 2 more attendance episodes in the next 6 to still be okay. So, But I think Bob and Jerry are on the chopping block, if I remember correctly. So, I don't know. This is all stuff for episode 51, but this is episode 45. Let's go ahead and wind it down, boys. Give me your final words, starting with Punky. Beautiful. I think it's been a long time since that's been interrupted. Let's go, Tyrell.
This is the most peaceful and quiet thing that Joe's or Punky has ever said. My final thoughts. I mean, I always say it: be weird, be yourself, be crazy. But like I said, March 1st, if you're in the Tucson area, go to the MSA Annex. I think it's called. I don't even remember. But I'll be posting it on my social. So, I mean, if you follow me on Facebook, I know most of you probably see our TikToks. Just go to the Outlaw. The podcast follows me because I'm the one who follows the main people on our thing. But I'll be posting stuff on there and Instagram. I have it on my TikTok as well. I'll be fighting and training for that. So if you're in the Tucson area or want to buy tickets to it, tickets are on sale now. By the time this podcast comes out, we might be sold out. But I mean, who knows? But like I said, March 1st, I'll be fighting. Hopefully, I'll be on the podcast after the fight. Maybe I'll record during it. But yeah, I'm not really sure. But if I do, I mean, I hope that counts as an attendance record. But yeah, other than that, just be yourself and have a nice week. See you next Friday, Sunday. Yeah. Whenever you're watching this, if you're watching this live, see you next Friday. If you're watching this on the days we upload, see you next Sunday.
That was a funny way to end it. My final words. Man, I can't believe a year's already gone by. It's really fun. I can't wait to see how the next year goes, to watch us grow and become better at what we do. I feel like this podcast has become a lot like night and day compared to episode 1. I think now we are starting to really hit our stride, and there's so many things we have left to do. We're just barely getting started. So hopefully, with your help, if you guys want to, hit the subscribe button or shoot us a like, shoot us a comment, ask us questions, come join us on Twitch. We're live streaming every Friday at 10 p.m. Mountain Time, doing live podcast episodes. So you're welcome to come join us there where you can ask us live questions and interact with the show. Or you can stay and watch on Sundays on Spotify and YouTube from there. That's cool too. That always helps us as well. Make sure you give us a like there and comment questions there if you have questions. We're always more than welcome to answer them. Aside from that,
we'll answer your toilet thoughts.
Absolutely. We'll go anywhere you want us to go. We're not afraid to step in some shit, so to say. You can also catch us on TikTok, where you will get updates on any time the podcast gets moved or even when the new episode gets uploaded. That's Tyrell's job now that he's got CapCut back. No excuses. He's on it.
Heck yeah.
Aside from that, thank you guys for 45 wondrous episodes of the BS Bros podcast. We'll see you guys next week for episode number 46. Check us out on TikTok at BS Bros Pod. I think that's really the only one we have. On Twitch, just search up the BS Bros podcast. We have the same logo and on all our platforms. So you can find us by finding that logo. So, anywho, thanks for listening. We'll catch you guys next time. See ya.